There comes a moment when waiting turns into wasting, when planning starts sounding like stalling, and when staying still costs more than taking the next step. You have prayed, prepared, and polished long enough. Now it is time to move. You already carry what you need. The lessons, the experience, the wisdom, they are all stored inside you. You are not missing anything. You are mastering everything you have already gathered. The only thing left to do is to step. The truth is, no one ever feels completely ready. Clarity comes through movement. Confidence builds in motion. Each small step proves the path beneath your feet. So you do not need the full staircase to begin. You only need to lift one foot and trust that the next landing will meet you. You have been equipped by the waiting. You have been refined by the pressure. The ground you stand on is strong enough now to hold your rise. The next season will not be handed to you. It will be claimed through courage. So stop hesitating. The door will not open until you reach for it. The opportunity will not reveal itself until you show up. This is not the time to talk about what is coming. This is the time to move toward it. Get to Steppin. Your momentum will make the way. Starting over often looks quiet from the outside, but inside, it can feel like everything is moving at once. Thoughts replay. Old decisions resurface. You remember who you were when you made certain choices, and you realize how different you are now. That awareness alone is evidence of growth. People who have not grown do not feel the weight of reflection. They repeat. They recycle. They stay familiar with what they already know. You, on the other hand, are aware enough to recognize when a chapter has ended, even if the ending was not announced clearly. Stillness plays a bigger role in starting over than most people admit. Not the kind of stillness that comes from avoidance, but the kind that comes from listening. There is strength in pausing long enough to hear what no longer aligns. Stillness gives you the space to notice the subtle discomfort that signals misalignment before it turns into burnout or resentment. When life slows you down, it is often inviting you to recalibrate rather than retreat. Continuing after an ending takes courage that is rarely applauded. The courage to continue does not always look like bold action. Sometimes it looks like getting up and trying again without telling anyone. It looks like choosing progress without reassurance. It looks like walking forward without guarantees. This kind of courage is quiet. It does not announce itself. It shows up day after day, even when motivation fades and certainty feels distant. Many people miss the blessing inside the burden because they are focused on escaping the weight instead of understanding it. Burdens often carry lessons that only reveal themselves through endurance. What feels heavy now may be teaching you discernment. What feels inconvenient may be refining your priorities. Burdens strip away what is unnecessary and reveal what matters most. They have a way of clarifying purpose, even when clarity feels delayed. Growth does not always move at the pace we expect. There is grace in growing slowly. Rushing the process can cause you to rebuild with the same flaws you are trying to leave behind. Slow growth allows foundations to strengthen. It allows patterns to change at the root. It allows wisdom to settle instead of staying theoretical. Growing slowly does not mean you are stalled. It means you are building something sustainable. Surrender often gets misunderstood. It is not giving up. It is letting go of control where control is no longer effective. The strength of surrender lies in recognizing what is no longer yours to force. When you surrender outdated expectations, false timelines, or the need to be understood by everyone, you create space for alignment. Surrender frees energy that was being spent on resistance and redirects it toward progress. Endurance is what carries you through the in-between. Not the beginning, not the breakthrough, the middle, the part where excitement has faded and results have not arrived yet. Endurance is built when you keep showing up without immediate feedback. It is strengthened in repetition. It is developed when you choose consistency over convenience. Endurance is rarely glamorous, but it is essential for lasting change. There is also a beauty in becoming unrecognizable, not in losing yourself, but in evolving beyond versions that no longer fit. When you grow, not everyone will recognize you. Some will miss who you used to be because it made them comfortable. Others will struggle to understand the choices you make now because they no longer align with who you were. That does not mean you are wrong. It means you are different, and difference is often the price of alignment. Starting over gives you permission to rebuild with intention. You are no longer guessing. You are choosing. You are no longer reacting. You are responding. You know what drains you now. You know what supports you. You know which environments expand you and which ones shrink you. That awareness changes how you move forward. You begin to design instead of drift. It is important to remember that starting over does not erase your past. It integrates it. Every lesson becomes material. Every setback becomes reference. Every failure becomes information. Nothing is wasted. The version of you that is starting again carries depth that only experience provides. That depth becomes discernment. Discernment becomes direction. There will be moments when starting over feels lonely. Familiar faces may fall away. Old routines may no longer apply. The quiet can feel uncomfortable at first, but solitude often precedes clarity. When noise fades, truth becomes easier to hear. The right connections tend to meet you after alignment, not before it. Starting over also requires patience with yourself. You are learning how to move in a new way. You are adjusting to new boundaries, new rhythms, new standards. Give yourself permission to be human in the process. Progress is not linear. Some days will feel solid, others will feel uncertain. Neither cancels the other. Eventually, you begin to trust the process more than the outcome. You realize that clarity often arrives through movement, not before it. You learn that confidence grows through action, not overthinking. You stop waiting to feel ready and start responding to what feels true. That shift changes everything. Wisdom wearing new shoes walks differently. It does not rush to prove itself. It does not need permission to move forward. It understands timing. It respects capacity. It honors alignment. Starting over is not a setback. It is a recalibration. And recalibration is often what allows you to move forward with strength, clarity, and purpose.